Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. So a little different background today. As you might notice, I'm in my man cave. And the reason being is because I've come to the actualization that's gonna be a lot easier for me to make my YouTube videos where I'm discussing things if I use my stream setup. You guys, I was killing myself filming in my gym and doing all this post-edit work that I didn't have to do. So now, here we are, and it's actually a lot more comfortable here too. This DX Ratio chair is the best. You can literally sit in this thing. I did a Call of Duty stream one day for like 8 hours, and I just didn't even feel it. Like, this chair is so comfortable. Moving on from there, if you guys, I know you guys always talk about what I have in my cases. I actually have a lot more stuff around the room. So if you guys want to see all the collectibles and cool things I have in here, just tap that like button. We hit like 3,000 likes. I'll make a video, and I'll make it really sweet. And guys, I got a lot of really cool stuff in here. Anyways, moving on. We're going to be talking about a video today from our good friend Isaiah Miranda called Putting Bryce Hall Through My Back Workout, Raw Workout at Zoo Culture Part 2. Now, there's a couple reasons why we're going to be talking about this video today. Number one, ever since I made my first video on Isaiah about his 21 nanograms per deciliter, where, you know, we talked about him and speculating whether or not we thought he did SARMs in order to drop his T levels so he could go to Bradley Martin's clinic and get his TIT, which is a whole other story. And if you want to see that video, I'll post it up right there. But another reason why I wanted to take a look at this video, aside from it popping up in my feed since making that one, is I wanted to see how he trains, right? You can tell a lot about someone based on how they train and how they look, because sometimes things don't add up. If you train like garbage but look amazing, either you have freak genetics or you're taking something to help boost your gains, right? But what really pulled me in was right here. 809 thumbs up and 2.4 thousand thumbs down. I mean, it's a free workout, and he's putting Bryce Hall through it. They're at Zoo Culture. They got all kinds of dudes in here that know how to lift. I'm assuming have, you know, lift super heavy weights, pretty good form. Why does this video have so many dislikes? Well, we're gonna take a look right now and look at the workout, see what his form is like, and go from there. So let's just get started.
I was telling him I need a low-key, if you guys have been following YouTube, anything, I need to come up with that, right? Apparently, I need to come up with that.
You should do Isaiah Isn't Natty.
Greg and, what's his other name? 4 plates, more dates. Literally dropped 4 videos on me in the last 2 days.
Oh man, this must have come out before I made my video on him.
Hitting back today. We were supposed to do legs.
Hitting back today.
This guy got a little fucked up last night, so we're not doing legs.
A little.
Yeah.
That's an understatement.
Oh, what it is to be young and
Anyways,
drink
we're
a
gonna
lot
run
the
back
night before the
and,
gym.
Yeah, enjoy the video.
All right, so it looks like we're warming up with some lat pull downs. Now, right out of the gate right here, I don't understand why, if you're doing a warm up on a lat pull down, you wouldn't utilize full range of motion to really warm up and stretch things out and get that mind muscle connection going. Like, I don't understand half reps. Now, I've skimmed through the video already, guys, obviously, and there's a lot of this going on. And let me just say something really quick before we dive into it, because, like, there's a difference between being a form Nazi and then doing, like, forced repetitions or momentum reps or, you know, cheat and recover reps. It's okay to not have perfect form all of the time, but you want to still make sure that even if, for example, you're doing a cheat rep on a lat pull down, the concentric phase might look like garbage because you're doing a cheat rep, but you still better bring that bar down to your chest, and you still better get that full stretch on your lats at the top, right? That's the whole point of doing the exercise. I don't understand how you can think if you do a movement and just stay in that mid-range, how that's gonna help you in the long run. All it does is it makes you weak at the top of the movement and at the bottom of the movement. But anyways, little head nod to his bro over there. Oh, and that too. Everybody does this, guys. On your final rep, please, on your final rep of lat pull downs, take advantage. You get more muscle breakdown in the negative. Take advantage of that final rep. Let the bar go all the way to the top and then get off the seat. Trust me, you're gonna thank me for it. It's basically a way to squeeze in one extra rep on every single set. Half rep, half rep, half rep, half rep, half rep, half rep. Oh, actually did a full extension there.
That's a first coming from him.
All right, so it looks like they sit on this lat pull-down machine for quite a while. They do a lot of sets here, and to be honest with you, it gets to a point where Bryce's reps look a lot better than Isaiah's, even though Isaiah's putting Bryce through his workout. And you'll notice that actually throughout the entire video that Bryce is doing full range of motion on the majority of the exercises. But again, like, look at this. Why are we in a hurry to do reps here?
Yeah.
There's no hurry. Do the rep the right way.
Good.
Oh, now we're taking off the shirt.
I am after.
This is probably when those thumbs ups came on the video. Got all those thumbs down during the lat pull downs.
Stomach's like that. I've increased my calories, by the way. Why?
He hasn't. He's at 1,400 now.
Nah, that's what people think. Nah, I was at, like, what was I doing before? 21 to 23? I bumped to 24, 25. And I actually feel good.
Tristan, more or is that good?
What?
24 to 25?
No, I mean, you should go up like 200 to max 300 at a time and just see how your body adjusts to it.
So that was actually a really good tip that Tristan gave right there. When trying to adjust your meal plan, if you use a calculator online, for example, that's just your starting point, right? You then take that starting point and you train with that amount of calories for a week or two and see how you feel. And then you adjust either, 200 to 300 calories more if you're trying to build muscle and you're getting hungry, or if you're trying to lose weight, maybe you're feeling bloated, maybe you're feeling too full even after training for 2 weeks, then try lowering the calories like 150 to 200. You always do like these micro adjustments. You don't want to do big leaps and bounds. For example, let's say you just started training, you're trying to build muscle, but you've only been eating 1,000 calories, but you're supposed to be eating 3,000. It might not be that smart to put you on a 3,000 calorie meal plan right away. I might put you on something closer to maybe 2,000, 2,200, and then work you up to that 3,000 over time. Now for this part right here, they didn't really clarify if they were doing a superset of lat pushdowns to an overhead grip seated row. And if they did, that's great, because you can totally do that. Let's take a look at the form real quick. So again here, right, like Bryce's form is way better than Isaiah's. At least on lat pushdowns, Bryce is going down all the way at the bottom of the movement. That's where you make this movement work, right? If you watch Isaiah's reps, he skips the bottom of the movement. The entire point of a lat pushdown is to push the bar. If you're using a bar, obviously the bar to the thighs, but if you're using a rope, utilize that rope to bring your hands to the outside of your legs and then bring your chest up and force that rope down as hard as you can while simultaneously flexing your lats. Your hands should get to your thighs or a little past them. That's where the back activation is at the bottom of the movement. I don't understand why Isaiah is hanging in the top portion of the movement for so long. Like, just lower the weight and do it the right way. You'll get stronger faster over time by doing it the right way. All right, now let's take a look at the form on the seated overhand row.
Should I do 200?
Do it.
210.
210 is pretty heavy. It's impressive if he's able to do it.
There we go.
It's a little too heavy for him. Now, if you pay attention to his form on this part of the video right here, his elbows never really go back enough past his torso, right? The whole point of maximizing the effectiveness of this movement is to get scapular retraction at the top of the movement. So that bar should be able to touch your chest when you pull it back. Now, the problem here is if that bar is not touching your chest and you're not able to get that scapular retraction, you're bringing a lot more of your arms into this movement. So it's a little too heavy for him right here, but I'm pretty sure he lowers the weight. Yeah, he gets tired and lowers the weight. And this is actually one of those really good times where if you wanted to go heavy, your feet are already up on the platform, you can use a bit of momentum and do a cheat rep and get that bod to your chest. This is one of the easiest exercises to use momentum to do that, but even when he finishes his reps here, there's a good like 7 or 8 inches from that bod to his chest at the top of every repetition. It's not good. I mean, if that's one of his sets where he's really pushing himself and trying to overload the weight, like I said, that does have its place, but there better be some sets in here where he's bringing that bod to his chest. I mean, even me, guys, if I'm doing like 5 sets on this exercise, you know, the first 3, I might be a form Nazi and really focus on bringing that bod to my chest, but my last 2, maybe I want to increase the weight. If I don't get the bod exactly to my chest, that's fine, because I'm focusing on a different goal with the exercise at that point. I'm trying to overload my back as much as possible, but my mind-muscle connection is so good that I can still get my back to activate even if I'm not bringing that bod all the way to my chest and getting that scapular retraction in the back. All right, let's see what the next exercise is for these guys. All right, looks like we're doing barbell bent over rows. Isaiah with his half reps, not even getting that bod close to his belly button. Let's see Bryce's form. Bryce's form looks a little better, but you'll notice with Bryce, though, he's still standing up a little too high. Depending on the angle of your upper back, right? Depending on how bent over you are, the more bent over you are, the harder you're going to hit your lats. So, I mean, if Bryce is doing this movement, trying to hit more mid or upper back with the exercise, then fine. But if you just don't know proper form and you're standing up too high, you're not really utilizing the effectiveness of the exercise. You know, you can, depending on your form, you can change which parts of your back an exercise like this targets. But with Isaiah being bent over a lot more than Bryce, it looks like to me they're trying to really heavy hit their lats, right? Trying to do a lot of load on their lats, which is why you would actually do this movement. In fact, if it was me, I would have done this exercise either as my first or second exercise in the program, just because this is an exercise that you can overload with a ton of weight. You can use a little bit of momentum for some force reps if you need to. I guess I don't like to critique people's order of their exercises, of their workouts, unless I know 100% what their overall goal is. Like I said right here, I don't know if maybe Bryce is staying upright a bit more for a reason, but an exercise like this is going to be, you know, your money maker. This is where you're going to lift as heavy as you absolutely can. So it only makes sense to do it when you're fresh, right? But let's continue. These reps look a little better because he went lighter, that's why. That was a pretty good burnout set. It's good to empty the tank. It's good. And now, like with Bryce right here, and Isaiah should have stopped him. If it's Isaiah putting Bryce through his workout, then all these form corrections, these are all on Isaiah for not noticing, which just goes to show that he doesn't really know what the hell he's doing half the time. He should have immediately stopped Bryce and be like, "Hey man, you're going so fast, like you're not even really." It's almost like the weight is just jumping up and down, right? The whole point of training is to feel the stretch and the flex on the muscle. Now, I'm not saying you have to go super slow at a crazy slow tempo, but these reps, in my opinion, are just a little too fast. You're not getting the full benefit of the movement. It's like, why do it? You're just wasting your time. The form here actually looks pretty good. These guys are doing a lot of volume on back day, which isn't a bad thing. It's good to have high volume days. All right, let's skip around and see if they do anything else after bent over rows.
That was my first time drinking April, my birthday. Holy
I guess they're throwing some biceps in at the end, which, you know, it's a really good idea to throw in some biceps on back day. Why? Because you can get away with doing like 1 or 2 isolation movements for your biceps at the training back, and your biceps are done because they're already toasted. Well, especially if doing this workout, there was a lot of bicep activation on these back exercises. And for some of them, probably more biceps than back. Let's see if we can see the form on those reps of the curls.
There you go. Come on this side.
Now Bryce actually has pretty good form. Bryce is going all the way down, all the way up. I think we missed Isaiah. Let me see. We can go back a little. All right. We can see like 1 rep. Let me see.
I'm the same way. I don't drink at all.
He's
That was
doing
my
it.
first time drinking.
Doing half reps.
Birthday.
Like 3/4 reps. Dude, just fully extend your arms at the bottom. It's not that hard. Fully extend your arms at the bottom. Get the full benefit of the exercise. And then here's Isaiah with his half reps on pull-ups. Guys, see, like, that is the only time he did a whole rep out of all those reps. Fully disengaged at the bottom, dead hang, and then barely was able to pull himself back up. Oh, back to half reps again.
Last one, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Get two more.
Looks like they're doing a burnout on the T-bar row. That actually hurts. I've done that before. And that machine in particular is a really fun machine to use. And a machine like this, especially when you're doing a burnout, it's really nice to have your workout partner there in front of you, pushing you through those last final reps. You need to know what it feels like to hit that point of no return where you're zapped completely out of energy, and then have your workout partner put you through those forced reps. So it was pretty good that Isaiah was there helping out his boy.
The only bad thing about this weird thing,
And I think that's pretty much it
pressing against you the whole time.
for the workout. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? At least for me, overall, I don't think it was that bad of a workout. I do think I would have ordered the exercises a little differently. And for those of you who watch my workouts, I'm the kind of guy where I think less is more, right? I'm going to spend more time on exercises that give me more bang for my buck than jump around the gym the entire time, right? Like, instead of doing the burnout, for example, on the T-bar row, I would have just done the burnout at the end of all my sets of doing the single arm bent over row. I mean, it's the same movement pattern. It doesn't really make sense to do multiple exercises of the same movement pattern. Like, it's a lot of people think, oh, you got to switch things up and confuse the muscle. Your muscles don't get confused that easily, okay? You're going to switch things up and confuse your muscles a lot more by adding in different types of lifting techniques with the workouts or the exercises that give you more bang for your buck, like drop sets, supersets, cheat reps, stuff like that. Also, too, for me, I would have taken an exercise like the lat pushdown, and that would have been my burnout at the end, because that's not an exercise where you're supposed to use a lot of weight. That's an exercise where you're supposed to focus on that hard contraction at the bottom of the movement, which Isaiah just kind of skipped in every single repetition. So, and this is kind of, my thing when it comes to young guys and they're taking gear and they're going to the gym and they're training. If you're training really hard like these guys are, you're gonna see results. You're gonna see progress. I mean, you're stimulating the muscle, you're increasing the weight, you're progressively overloading. Your form might not be perfect, but you get all that progressive overload, all that volume, and then the SOMs or whatever you're taking to help you along, you're going to see gains. And then sometimes I think they're false gains, because as a natural lifter, you're going to stop seeing gains at a point if you're not fully utilizing, in my opinion at least, and I guess this is my opinion. I'd love to hear what you guys think in the comment section below. As a natural, when you first start training, if you're doing half reps on all your exercises, your gains are going to peak quite quickly. Your workouts should always consist of utilizing full range of motion, at least for a few sets, if you're going to use a different technique, because any range of motion you don't train in is where you create weakness. And if you want to have a strong, functional body, you need to make sure there's as little weakness in your body as possible. I'm not going to thumbs it down or thumbs it up. I'm just going to leave it just like that. But if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you comment below. If you want to see more critique style videos like this, let me know. Drop me some links below if you found a video you'd like me to check out as well. Maybe there's something out there you saw, you thought, it didn't quite look right and you want my opinion on it. Drop it down. I'll see it. Have a great day. And as always, more good stuff coming soon. See you guys.